I took Janelle downstairs to the basement. I told her I needed her eyes and her brains to help me figure out where to put things down here. I have these power tools and I need to know where to put them. And also workbenches. I'm not sure if they should move around or what. So I took Janelle downstairs because she usually comes up with good ideas. Do you have any good ideas?
Well, the big tools don't belong in the middle of the runway.
No, they don't.
My good idea.
Well, they were put there when I moved them out of somewhere else.
I understand. Things are moving around right now, so...
Let me tell you a little bit about what I was thinking.
Sure.
I was thinking this workbench right here could go elsewhere. Possibly. And I was wondering about putting tools back in there.
What's this light switch here for?
Pump for the well, except we don't have a well anymore.
Oh, is that turned off?
Yes. It's not hooked up.
It's probably an odd sight to see me down here in the basement, but what I was thinking, I don't want to drop my coffee mug here, is I suppose Art's probably already showed you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly, so I'll just turn the camera around and show you some of my thoughts. I don't know that we're going to do this, but this is kind of my thought right now. So right here is our hot water heater. Obviously we don't want to block this, but if we want to put Art's tools, particularly the table saw, the planer, things like that, that makes a whole lot of dust and wood chips. So we don't really want that to get on the hot water heater per se. So I was thinking maybe Art could put up, you know, wall for lack of a wall, but it wouldn't be a full wall. It would be, you know, most of a wall. And then you get the metal pegboard. My brother just got some of that. I'm not sure if it's aluminum, whatever. But get some of that pegboard, and then he would still have access from to the hot water heater from the other side of the room, but this side would be mostly walled off. And then he could put over here, you can see he's already got his table saw, but have a table saw here, maybe a planer over there, or vice versa. He could have all of his dirty equipment over here, and that would keep all the sawdust more on this end of the room, this being protected by the pegboard. And then the pegboard, he of course could put all of his more of his tools on it. That would free up this space over here. I may end up getting rid of this. Again, we still want to keep this somewhat boxed in because we don't want the sawdust getting into the furnace, because the furnace is right behind that pegboard or the hot water heater. And maybe right behind that pegboard, if we're not using pegboard, we could put a shelf or two and put all of our paint, because the paint is definitely one of those things that we don't want to leave on our basement floor. Our basement floor is cement, but it's uneven cement and it crumbles in some spots, so it feels damp at times, particularly in the summertime. You can see here, this is cement, but they did have to cut down into it. I don't know if they re-poured the cement down here once to try to make it better.
And one time we had
Was this dirt?
We had a chestnut tree, about 2 foot tall chestnut tree growing in there.
We did?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I don't remember that.
I didn't think I told you.
Oh. That probably falls under the category of some things are better left unsaid than telling the wife who might panic because there's a tree growing in our basement. So that's kind of what we're discussing. I'm going to keep talking to him and then we'll be back.
So I think what we're going to do is put some pegboard like from there all the way to there.
Leaving enough room to get to the hot water heater.
Right. And then, let's see. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. Probably move this table here. And
no, well, wait, we were thinking we're going to leave this here, and maybe we take this down and put shelves against the outside.
Yeah, we might do that.
We're not exactly sure how everything's going to work out. We know that we probably don't need quite as much space as we have down here, like the workbench space. We need some, but I don't think we need all. So we just need to kind of move things around. And one thing I would like to do is set it up so the lights come on, all of the lights come on when we flip the switch instead of just one. Whatty? So, you know, it's progress. Art's made good progress down here, and now we just sort of have to do the cleaning, organizing part. I told Art that when things are dark, things tend to collect dust, cobwebs, and clutter. So I think if we had it brighter down here, you'd see what you had, and you'd be more likely to actually put the thing away where it belongs instead of just being like, "Ooh, it's scary down here, plop." You know? And I'm sure I'm not the only one that doesn't really like dark basements. I mean, it's fine down here. When it's bright like this, like I would want to clean out the cobwebs and all that, but when it's dark down here, you will not. Ooh.
The boys and I are at Lowe's, and it looks like we have the place like almost to ourselves. And we're actually returning a lot of stuff. We have a whole bunch of bags. John has a few, and Peter has a few.
We have 8.
Also, Lowe's has a battery recycle place, so we're going to get rid of some of our rechargeable batteries. All the bags fit in there, and then we got rid of our batteries too. So we're looking for the pegboard.
Watch that child.
What?
It said watch that child on the sticker.
Oh yeah, watch the child. Don't run over Peter.
I'm not a kid anymore.
So they don't have to watch for you?
Well, they do have to watch for me, but not as bad as Peter.
You don't have to watch for me. You guys watch for John.
No, you gotta watch.
Boys, you think we should get this, some bricks?
This was fun.
Remember when we had that in our kitchen? You guys probably don't remember, because that was when you guys were little.
We had it in our room. Remember we just destroyed it?
Yes, right. I don't think we need any more, though.
If I were here, I would climb under here.
Yeah.
If you owned it.
You could play hide and seek in here.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Okay, well we have to go get a cart and then get our pegboard. There it is.
Should we get the small stuff or the big stuff?
No, we got the big stuff. One,
There it goes.
2,
How many are we getting?
3. And 3.
I wonder how long it takes to make one of these sheets.
Yeah. Do you think someone drills holes individually?
No, they probably stack it up and have a machine. Careful.
Oh, you know what? Oh!
That's the turn.
It's not straight, so it's there. There. It wasn't straight.
Hard for us to fit. We have an inch.
Kidding, though, just barely.
They probably make sure you can fit.
Okay, and I need to make sure no one's coming.
Beep beep. How are we gonna look at this?
This is called the 3-point turn. Here we go into checkout. Here we go. Log splitters. It's awfully loud. There it goes.
Let's hope it fits.
It fits. Yeah. It smells good. Dad, doesn't the stuff smell good?
In a way it does. I guess it smells like progress.
It smells like burnt. It smells like burnt.
That's good.
Now it's easy.
Yeah. The next ones will be easy. And one more. In the spirit of the purge, we're getting rid of more stuff, and these are, I don't know if you can see it, we're getting rid of some bottles at the bottle drop. Who wants to throw them in?
I do.
No, Peter, you overthrew it.
How did I overthrow?
You threw it too far, it went over the other side. The kids love doing this.
Unscrew all the bottles.
There we go. And now our last thing we're dropping off today is a whole bunch of bags of clothes and shoes. And
So long, farewell. I hate to throw you away.
wait.
So long, farewell.
Oh yeah, and there are those light up shoes in there.
I don't care if don't
Okay, go ahead, Peter.
go.
Go.
And we got little Tyler.
Here. There's another one.
I can't get it back down.
Oh, I'll help you.
Shotgun.
This is fun.
Bye bye.
There they go, off to the next people.
For them.
Yeah, I hope they enjoy them.
Yeah.
Do we have any more?
That's it. Look at that. We have another bag of bags that we forgot after all that work getting rid of stuff. Oh well. It's getting late. I'm going to sit down to edit a video now. We got rid of a lot of stuff today. I wish I would have gotten more done, but you know how things go. Things always come up. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you tomorrow.